And welcome back, everybody,
What?
to another fascinating episode of the Av Files. I am your host, Av, of course, and I'm joined once again by none other than Daniel.
What? Hello, hello, hello.
What's
Salutations,
up, man?
everybody. Apologies for the roaming camera. I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah. Some days, sometimes it'll, get a close
Yeah,
up of you. And
technology will technology. I'm
yeah,
still battling it. It will
it's
take over someday, but I will
blame
be.
Skynet.
Yeah, I will. I will. I will. How? How was it 9,000?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But
Sorry about that.
well, I'm pretty sure it's no secret as to why we are meeting up. But
Of course, 'cause we're doing the Av Files once again.
yeah,
We're digging deep in the vault. Actually, not. We're just scraping the
no,
surface.
we are 100%. We are.
Oh man. Anything interesting happened between last time and now?
There was a little thing. There was a little thing, right? Should we tell everyone? I mean, or like personally, anything interesting? Ooh,
If you want to.
personally.
Does the
I
camera
mean,
follow you?
yes, it does actually.
Okay, because you kind of swiveled. Yeah. Okay. That's actually kind of cool.
I can't escape it. It needs me just as I need it. It's a symbiotic relationship.
I think it needs you more.
Yeah. It's only when it follows me into the bedroom that it's a problem.
You're
But
like, nope, that's
yeah, back up. But no, man, nothing too crazy, man. It's just trying to get a hold of this timing thing, man. The end of the year is absolutely flying by, Mach speeds. It's already the 6th of December. I feel like our latest episode that just dropped was filmed. It feels like yesterday, but it was right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well,
And
I
that
tell you what,
was
man, this
it's
year
nuts.
has seemed to flown by, man. This
Yeah,
year has seemed to flown by so much. That's crazy.
yeah, man.
You
What
know?
about you? Anything personal happen?
Nope,
Anything?
nothing. Nope, just go to work and that's it, man. And then trying to dig up information on, trying to do the show in between work, and
Yeah,
yeah, whatever. But
it's busy.
I know it's like, oh man, this is good. This is such a good idea. Then like what we're gonna talk about happens, and you're like, we can't let it just not.
Yeah,
We can't just like not let it go by. We have to talk about it.
it's
It's
it's a
very
mix
important.
of it's a mix of trying to stay like we got to stay somewhat topical because we have our thoughts of what the hell is going on. It's like we do not just live in a cave, or maybe he does. Av is constantly on different mountaintops. You never
I
know.
am
He
never in
does
one
stay
place for
enigmatic.
too long.
You know,
Got to be enigmatic.
you gotta stay one step ahead for sure. But we do stay in the loop for the most part. And this past what 3 days ago? Not even like 2 days ago.
What's today? The sixth. Yeah, it was like 2 days ago.
2 days
Two
ago,
days. 2 days going on. It's getting ready to go on three.
someone got straight up old school assassinated, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Old school,
Uh,
like
yeah. It would. I mean, I'm not. It definitely isn't a mob hit, and I'm not going to even try to go down that route. But it kind of seemed like it was a mob type
it,
hit. Like you would see in the movies or something. Really.
it
Um.
looked so. I mean, it's one straight up unfortunate for the dude that ended up falling on bullets, but like it looked straight up out of it looked Hollywood esque, like I don't know, right? It looked scripted. It looked
I was waiting for Joe Pesci to come out and finish the job.
yeah, it looked nut. I don't know. It looked crazy. It looked absolute crazy. It looked like straight up hit out of a freaking spy movie.
Yeah. No, it did. It
Um,
actually did.
yeah. So
But
for those of you that don't know, would you like to inform the folks?
should I tell the public what's going on?
Yeah, let them know. Let them know what's happening.
All right. Well, today we are going to talk about, like we said, what I guess you call it an assassination. Uh, it wasn't even an attempt; it was a successful shooting. Um, so on Wednesday, December the 4th, at about or around 6:45 in the morning, in Midtown Manhattan, the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was about to walk into the Hilton Hotel for an investors conference early that morning. So first thing in the morning, he gets up, he's going down the street. He's New York at 6:30 in the morning. In that area, he was just plainly walking. I'm sure it's something that he's done 1,000 times before. Not a big deal. You're gonna see strange shit sometimes in the morning. Anyway, it's
It's
nothing ever, you know.
New
And then,
York.
and then still at that time, people are going to work either by subway, bus, taxi, or just walking. So
Yeah.
it's nothing it's nothing out of the ordinary to see someone just standing there, right?
Yeah.
Um, so right before he was to walk into the hotel, he was shot twice when a masked gunman came from behind a dark colored SUV. One of the shots hit Brian in the back, and the other bullet hit him. Some say in the leg, and some say in the calf, but it was in one, and it was in his leg. Um, so yeah, so he was only shot twice. Um, while Thompson lay bleeding in front of the hotel, the shooter's gun had it seemed to jam. If you watch the video of it, you see he shoots him. It looks like it jams. He clears it. Um, he apparently fixed it, but he did not fire any more rounds. He then proceeded to walk away, heading down the street on foot. He made a left, then got on an e-bike and proceeded to head towards Central Park. That was the whole thing. Brian Thompson's walking down the street, and you can see he's close to the where he was headed to the Hilton, the hotel. And right before he gets to the door, you see a masked gunman with a gray backpack come like right behind him, which apparently if you're looking at it, Ryan walked right by him. And again, because there's so many people, because it's New York, didn't
Yeah.
think twice about somebody standing there like that.
We'll we'll pop that image up for you. It'll I'll pop it up right here, right now. So that way you guys can see what we're talking about. Just that image of the gray backpack man pointing the gun. I think before. Um but yeah, it's so he shot him twice. Twice?
That's it. Shot him 2 times. Um, when he did that, hold on. Yeah, he shot him twice. He got hit. He started going, and also if you do watch the video, look closely because I believe on the right side
Mm-hmm.
there's also a bystander. It looks like a woman is standing there also, and she's like, or the person is just standing there and sees what happens. Also, when you see the video or you see the pictures, the gunman comes from one behind one of the SUVs. There's another SUV parked right in front of it, and somebody's sitting in that SUV. So there's two people that are there that I noticed right away are maybe not saw the whole thing, but are right there directly in that little area
Witnessed
while this all
exactly
happened.
what happened. Like
Right.
they had front row seats.
Yeah. So basically he comes out, pop, pop, and apparently they're saying that the gun actually had a silencer on it.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
supposedly. Now, and I would say that maybe it's a ghost gun.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about it, but that I was just guessing because maybe it has a silencer. Where's it going to get this? I'm sure it's not impossible to get a silencer from somewhere,
Yeah,
but
that's pretty. That's a
you know what I
hard
mean.
pull in New York.
Um. So anyway, so that happened. He takes off. Everyone's like, "What the heck's going on? Why did he shoot him?" what was it random? Was this some kind of like, was it a hitman? Um, so now some of the evidence or what the police are saying at the moment before the shooting, the gunman went to a nearby Starbucks. He apparently got a water and an energy bar, and he was seen on surveillance cameras in the Starbucks
So after?
before.
Oh, before. So he had to replenish his. He had to
Electrolyte.
hydrate. He had to hydrate, and get his
Yeah.
protein. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, hey, listen, I'm about to do some. Got a carb stack. I have to be
And
running for my life.
right. I mean, yeah, that's what he's doing. So this person is on the run. They don't know
So
where he is.
my last free meal consists of water and an energy bar.
I mean, really, I don't know, man. I kind of have theories about this guy. So I can't remember. I don't remember exactly if they said that there's again. This is New York, so there's surveillance cameras all
Hmm.
over the place in the subways, even on the buses. All up and down. And this is that hotel was in Midtown Manhattan. Manhattan, there's cameras all over the place.
Yeah.
So I guess more or less by going backwards, trying to see where he is, they kind of have a trail of him, popping up and coming along, getting to where he was at, right? So
Wow.
they do have. That's how they got him in the Starbucks. And and again, we'll show the pictures. Um, they have a picture of him in the Starbucks, and he has his mask off, so you can actually see this guy's face. And they're saying it's a white male between 20 and 30 years of age.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, because he has the hood on. He pulled his mask down. You can see his face. He just seems like he's in there normal talking, whatever. There's also a video or a picture of him where he's walking down the street on the phone. So he has a cell phone and he's on his cell phone. Now, police aren't sure if he was talking to someone to like meet up with somebody or let them know like what was going on. Was it his last call because he thought maybe something was going to happen? Hey, honey, I love you no matter what. We don't know what it was, but there was
Okay.
that, right? Um, but the police did apparently recover a water bottle, a wrapper, and they found a phone in a trash can. So they're thinking maybe that's him. Um, Thompson was rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital, but he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. He suffered from his injury from the back. That one bullet got him, and the police also said that the gunman. It wasn't just the ran. It didn't seem like it was just some guy that was shooting.
Okay.
He obviously knew how to operate and use the gun properly.
Well, I'm so confused. Like, it was obviously like a hit, right?
Yeah,
Or it was obviously would you say a crime of passion? Was it personal vendetta? Was it
you
a
know what?
hit?
That's kind of I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking it's like a mob hit. I don't think it even was like some type of hired hitman. And I am gonna go with like what you said. It was a crime of passion. I believe that it was um because also okay. So Brian Thompson, he was the CEO of the what did I say, the United Healthcare, right?
Hmm.
So dealt with like insurance and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm thinking that the guy was probably pissed off at him because it had something to do with his insurance, maybe towards a loved one, maybe towards a relative or something like that.
Hmm.
And maybe some of the insurance wasn't going through or whatever the process is to get coverage for an ill family member, friend, close friend, a loved one, wife, mother, father, something like that, maybe a kid. I mean, that's what I would think. They would drive someone to go do that. But he was
I
very calm about it too. Whoever this guy was, he seemed
Yeah.
very calm. He
He
didn't seem panicky either when he did it, before, during, or after. So that's why I
Either
think for the most part he's going to get away with it.
either the person, if he is avenging someone that was wronged or died, he is at peace, and it doesn't matter if he gets caught or not.
No,
Right.
honestly, I'm more or less, because I think some people were saying like, oh, he's gonna fly to Mexico, or he's gonna fly, and I'm like, honestly, I don't think he's flying anywhere. He's staying in the States.
Well, well, no, okay, look, hear me out on this. Like, okay, if it's, let's go worst case, right? Let's say if if it's a vengeful, let's say father or husband or
Hmm.
son, usually a crime of vengeance, the person is done after they've killed the bad guy, and they'll just stay. Usually after the father kills his child's murderer, they don't flee the scene. You know what I mean? They're like,
Hmm.
my chapter's done. The police get him. Like, he doesn't move. It's like, I'm done. I'm here. Come get me. Like that's usually the case. Like that, like with vengeance.
Right.
That like their mission led up to that point and they are done. Completed. Right. So I don't see vengeance driving this person. Um I definitely think it's a hit. And if it's a hit, then either he's taken care of or the person that he is doing the hit for is taken care of already. So much so where he's he's not worried about money or whatever, however, whatever leverage, whatever fueled him doing that, uh is he's set for life, or they're set for
Mhm.
life untraceably. Like regardless if he gets caught or not, he's set. It
I,
has to be worth it.
I tell you, the only reason I disagree is because I really don't think that because I don't think it's like a hitman. I
No,
really don't.
I but I
So the reason why I'm going to say that is because, for one, he was pretty sloppy. Not that he was pretty sloppy. He was a little sloppy. He left evidence behind. You know, um, the hitman would know that there's cameras all over the place. There'd be a way for him to get away from showing his face or something. Pulling down the mask, talking to somebody at a desk, and you pull down the mask, you're obviously going to be on camera. There's cameras everywhere. That, and on a very interesting fact, and this is why I say it's not a hitman. He left casings, shell casings, that said "deny, defend, and depose" written on them, and he did it on purpose.
huh. Okay. Do you
And
think
apparently that's
no,
from a book about insurance. Was it insurance? It's a title of a book about insurance companies. I guess it kind of matches. It matches the Brian Thompson's bullet casings that were found in Midtown Manhattan, in front of the hotel. So
now
a hitman isn't going to do that unless it's some like crazy supervillain type.
do you think that I'm trying, okay, I don't want to think into it too deep, like
Hmm.
supervillain arc, right? But
Right.
when you have big pharma involved, you're talking about billions, bro. Like
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're talking about billions and trillions and like global economy at that point. Um, so I automatically think supervillain. Like when you're talking about that, when you talk about big pharma, I think of next level bad guy, like pointed spire, I like top tower bad guy, right? Petting the hairless cat in the automatic
Mhm.
chair bad guy.
Right.
Um, I'm pretty sure I want to see who benefits because of his death monetarily. Because I'm going to call that this man that pulled the trigger was a patsy. That a company had leverage over him and or his family that is about to make something go away for whoever this man's involved with. Something is going to go away for his family, or something
No, well, look,
was
that
promised to go away.
that's the only reason why I like this guy did it because he was pissed off at him for some reason. I don't think
Mhm.
he was paid at all to do that. I don't
Yeah,
think at all. No, because it's like
no,
because if someone's doing something to your family member, no one has to pay you to do it.
no, dude, someone's going to get rich because of this.
Well, someone's that yeah, the next person that was behind Brian Thompson's going to get rich because he's the
No, no,
next man
no.
up.
I
And
think this.
other companies that were probably not able to. Maybe he wasn't letting things happen, certain things happen now they can because somebody else is in line. But this guy did it on purpose. This is like that's personal to me. That's
I
what that does to me.
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one because I think it's too. I
If a
think the
company if a company gets you to go shoot somebody, you're not going to leave a fucking evil type villain type clue. You're not going to leave a Riddler clue laying around for that's kind of ridiculous to do that.
oh for sure for sure.
Right. So why
But
would you do that
already
to like call you out and to what? Point the finger at
but
somebody else? Like you're
hear
not
me
going to.
out though.
And that guy isn't from New York. He's not from the area.
It's
They're
too
saying that
easy. It's
he
too
was at a
easy though,
hostel.
man.
He
It's
was at a
too
hostel in New York.
easy. This man rolled up on this guy too easily with a hot gun, with a ghost gun, with a homemade silencer.
So, so
With
what they're also saying, hold on, listen to this. They're also saying that this guy he was staying at a hostel with some other people, like he was in a room with two random people. There was three strangers in a room.
okay,
Okay. He was one of them. Um, he was in New York right after, he was in New York right after, I think they said the 28th of November. It was like right after Thanksgiving. And he was
okay.
hanging out there the whole time. So they're thinking he had to have known um, what conferences were going to happen coming up, and he was definitely planning out his route to get there and to in his escape route.
Hmm.
Also, if it's like a big hit, you're not going to take an e-bike.
No, 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 no. That's why I think
You'd probably want to get onto the subway and get lost that way too.
no, I don't think the dude that they used was professional on purpose. I just he's I think I just don't think they're gonna find this man alive. They're not gonna find this guy alive. Or when they do find him, guess what? He's gonna put up a fight and then that's it.
Oh no,
They're not
man!
gonna
I
they're
think this
not
guy, when if they find this person, I mean, he'll go to jail and he'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I did it. I don't care. I
no
did it because whatever, and they all can,
he's there's no way. There's no way he's not going he is he is not staying alive. They're not I think he's too valuable. I think I think he's already dead. I think he's already dead. Um and if they do find him alive, he's not going to stay alive for long. Um
Well, it's
so
not like he knows anything. It's not.
mm-mm.
I mean, if he was a hitman, the hitman doesn't know information.
No, no,
He doesn't know like some kind of big
but he's
secret
still a
that's
loose
going
end.
on.
He's still a
But
loose end.
yeah, but I mean, he's just a hitman. He's not a. He
Yeah, but
doesn't know
if
like
he's the
any
loose
deep
end, you kill him, you
covers.
don't have to pay him out.
What if they pay him? It's like, so what? They're not really losing anything. It's like, okay, you get arrested. What do you know? Somebody wanted me to shoot this guy.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't pay him out. Isn't that what evil does? Yeah, let's do it. You kill the guy. I'm going to kill you.
Well,
Simple.
if that was the case, then they probably would have already found his body.
No, they're
If,
never finding this guy.
if
And if
that's the
they
case.
do, they're going to find bits and pieces, or they're going to find him dead.
Well, if
in
they
a river.
find okay, so now that's like some other shit. If they're gonna find bits and pieces of him like that, you're gonna tell me that he's like chopped up, then that's gonna lead more towards him like a mob hit. I don't think this guy
Yeah.
had anything to do with the mob.
No, dude, I'm thinking I'm going to the part of like insider trading. I'm going to the part of corporate espionage. I'm going to the part of there's trillions of
Well,
dollars.
if you're gonna do that,
Um,
these are guys these are white collar guys that are in suits and ties. They don't do fucking cartel type shit where they're gonna chop you up. They're not gonna do that.
no, but their money buys those guys.
They're not gonna do it. That's not
Bro,
them.
bro,
That is not them.
bro,
No.
bro, money,
It's
and
not, dude. The Enron guy, any of those Enron guys,
global,
they had shit ton of money.
global
They don't do that.
market.
No. Different type of crime, man. Different crime.
You'll see. I'm telling you, you will see. Watch. If this guy is just some regular dude that's just flipped his shit and killed a multi-billionaire, right? I guess he's a billionaire. I don't know. Multi-millionaire
He's a
that's leading a
millionaire.
trillion-dollar company. Then he just got lucky with the first 2 shots and left evidence and left on an e-bike.
I mean,
That sucks for
again,
him.
he's trained. He looks like he was trained to shoot. Like he knew how to shoot. You know. Now, a lot of people can go and learn how to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
And train to shoot. He could have been ex-military for all we know. He knew how to clear his gun. It got jammed. He knew how to fix it. Again, if it's a hit like that, the guy's not going to leave fucking clues like that. They're not going to leave clues like that. If it's $1 billion guys that are getting a hitman to do it, he's not going to leave clues like that. He's going to go and shoot him and kill him and then walk away.
Yeah.
Also, if it's like a hitman type thing like that, he'd probably shoot him in the face like 3 times.
Yeah, no, I think the fact that the writing was on the casings. Yeah, the dude's insane. And like you have to go both angles. If he's just this lunatic and they're going to put him as a lunatic, then it's easier to find his body. It's easier to kill him as a lunatic.
I believe more that if he's not some disgruntled customer that pissed off that he's mad at Brian for whatever, then I would agree more with he's just a lunatic. Because why would you put those 3 words on shell casings that reference a book about insurance?
Yeah. No, I think it's very convenient to be labeled a lunatic and have everything end there. I think it's not. I think it's very convenient. While people get rich because of that loss. I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely, people are going to get rich because he's gone. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to happen. That always happens regardless.
Yeah, I just want to see. We're focused on the gunman. What the hell was this dude doing? What was he doing? What was he in? Was he embroiled in any scandals? Was he about to uncover? Was he about to whistleblow something within the company? Was he accused of doing insider trading? Was he accused of anything?
Now,
books?
Well, okay. So again, I would have to keep going back to the shell casings. But if you say something like that, which is it possible? I don't know. He was going to an investors meeting. Are you going to whistleblow at an investors meeting? Maybe. You might be saying some shit over there, possibly. And if that's the case, and this guy was hired to just take him out, maybe they did say, hey, plant these here so it throws everybody way the fuck off.
What was that? I mean? What was that? What was that movie? Was it Shooter? Was it Shooter with the Wahlberg? Like, with the sniper.
Not Shooter McGavin.
The sniper that was meant to
Yeah,
shoot that
shooter.
one guy, and he was supposed to shoot the one guy, right? And he shot everyone else, and then that
Yeah,
one guy, and it made all the other shit just made it look like random, but he was
yeah.
really shooting that one guy. All the other stuff,
He got who he wanted, but yeah,
he had to shoot all the other people.
yeah.
I'm just, but I think both ways are I think valid. He could have been the disgruntled simpleton that figured out how to shoot from Call of Duty, that just was like, fuck it, this is it, I'm going to e-bike it up after Starbucks, you know or
Because that seems honestly, that seems kind of like so. That seems like something that a hipster would do: shoot
yeah,
somebody and take an e-bike.
I I just I
You
just I
know?
just yeah, I just feel like
Mhm.
everyone's focused on the shooter. I need to know what sin the dude that got killed did.
I mean, Thompson could have been. Uh, you're right, because the news is more focused on the shooter, obviously, because it's he killed this guy. Now, did he kill him because for whatever reason, or was Thompson involved? Maybe he was. Maybe Thompson had slept with his wife.
Yeah.
You
What if it
know,
was that?
when Thompson went on a business meeting to whatever other state they're saying this guy came from. Maybe he was there and that was his wife. He's like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, and then that's the end of the story. That's simple.
Yeah,
That's just
I mean it's like,
done.
it sucks, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So, I just want to see. I want to see who this. I don't think I know who this dude is. Like, okay, we can assume who the shooter is, but until we have the dude in custody, and we can only backtrack who it is so much, and we can only know so much about him because of his Starbucks order, and I don't think any details are released about him or who they assume that he is, right? Like, it's all assumptions right now until
you're talking about the shooter.
yeah, the shooter. Like,
Yeah, they don't know. Well, because that's the thing is they don't know. Like he just popped up. They're slowly piecing. They're going
got it,
backwards.
got it.
You know what
Okay,
I mean? So it's like, okay, the gunman just stands there and he pops out of nowhere, shoots this guy. Like, oh, maybe it was a robbery, but like, no, it's not a robbery because he didn't try to take his wallet or anything.
yeah,
He came out, shot. Like again, the video shows it all. He comes out, shoots him very calmly. I mean, like he knew he had this already planned out what he was gonna
yeah,
fucking do.
yeah,
Comes out, aims a gun at him, pop, pop. I mean, and I'm pretty sure. I think the first one hits Brian in the back. That's the one that ends up
yeah,
taking him out. He lays down. He gets jammed. He clears it. I get again. And me personally, if it was a hitman type, I would assume he would have shot him a couple more times just to make sure. He didn't.
yeah.
He shot him just
That's
those twice, just two times. Uh, and walks down the street, makes a left, gets an e-bike, goes further down the street and heads down into Central Park, where he probably changed his clothes.
yeah.
That's probably what was in his backpack.
I, it's nuts. It's nuts. That's like, it's so like nonchalant because you would think the person would have mag dumped into the guy.
Right, but he did. I mean, uh, if
And
you
and
even if you were angry at this person, even if you were angry at Thompson, like yeah, I assumed that you probably would have just emptied it and then like
like
took
a
off.
crime of passion. Like let's say you're angry.
Right.
You can't be confident with a back shot and a leg shot. Those aren't confident shot placements. That's not a confident grouping. Is a
It's just
back
well, no,
shot and a leg shot.
right. And you would think also when you think about it, um, yeah, it's not really like he's not like a law enforcement or like military because he didn't do three shots close together.
Yeah.
It was back and leg and
Yeah.
he just happened to get his leg
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
second shot.
yeah. I think if it was military, that would have been a lot closer and head.
Yeah, I mean, easy shot would have just been like, yeah.
Yeah, just to the
But
head.
again, I'm pretty sure they would have at least shot. He would have got shot like 3 or 4 times, 5 times.
Yeah, that's just standard operating procedure and done. But it's it's just a weird grouping for any kind of trained uh I would say operator,
Hmm.
right? It back like it just is like go for center mast, the big part of the target.
Right.
Like even when you go to a shooting range, that thing that just the biggest part, whoa, the biggest part of the target, just shoot at that. And then
Right.
he cleared it. He panicked. He cleared it, right? At least he knew how to clear it. And then, oh God, boom, and it shot him in the leg.
Well, again, that the weird thing is he didn't even seem like he panicked. He didn't seem like he panicked at all when he to me anyway, it didn't seem like he panicked when he did this.
I don't think then in that if that's the case, I don't think he meant now hear me out on this crazy theory. I don't think he meant to kill him. Now go hear me out on that. Hear me out on that crazy theory. I, that shot placement is all out of crazy. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Back shot, leg shot. I think the back shot was fortunate. It just doesn't. It. I don't think he was He didn't know he killed him with that back shot. There's just no
Well,
way.
I mean, I think he knew right away he didn't kill him with that back shot because he walks by him and I mean he's still alive.
Yeah,
You know,
and then he left.
he left and Thompson got taken to the hospital, so he was still alive when he was at the hospital. He just succumbed to his injuries.
Wow. I think there's a lot more details that need to come out, and I think they will.
I Yeah, well, I kind of want to. I'm kind of interested on Thompson's background because they're trying to make it seem like he's like not doing anything wrong. But I'm not saying that he is, but was he doing something wrong?
I don't know. I don't think you get to be.
You know,
If you're big pharma, you are so dirty in my book. You are
well, I mean,
so
like
filthy.
I don't mean like work wise. I mean personally. Like, was
No,
he?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Was this somebody's husband that he maybe he's messed around with somebody's wife? Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know,
yeah,
man. There's a lot of questions. I mean, I think there should be questions on both sides.
yeah. I just feel like this is anytime this happens, I you have to look at both, right? You have to look at both both individuals. Like obviously the person that pulled the trigger and that is still out there takes priority. If the person can pull a trigger and kill, he can obviously kill again. So he takes very high priority.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
he's a killer on the run.
yeah.
He's out there.
So that's priority, for
Hmm.
sure. But don't don't fall asleep on this guy's story. Like there's a reason he's dead. And it's not just because of the bullet. It's there's a reason he was a target, or was it because he represented the company he represented? It could be that. It could be as simple as that.
No, I think maybe that's what it is.
He was just
Honestly,
the face of evil.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I
Yeah.
think it is. I think
It's like
he
if you got poisoned by Pepsi, and then whoever the CEO of Pepsi is, you just go and take
just
a
go and take him
shot at
out. Yeah,
them. Yeah.
that's what I'm. Look, my thing is, it was something happened. The guy was pissed off at him for some reason. There was a reason why he was pissed off.
Hmm.
Did Thompson actually do something to him personally? I mean, he could have if he really wanted to do something, he could have gone into that meeting and just started shooting him.
Well,
I mean, he was right
he
there.
didn't
He
look
was
homeless.
right there.
He didn't look homeless. He didn't look.
he definitely isn't homeless. He went to Starbucks. It was like 6:15 or something like that, 6:20, and he got to the Starbucks.
And don't those e-bikes need like cards, credit cards to work?
Yeah. So I think what they're also thinking is that, I mean, you can get, it's possible to get like a you know a debit card,
Like a
fake
gift
ID or
card?
something. You know what I mean?
Like a gift card or something?
Or
Okay.
yeah, maybe even a gift card. I'm not sure if they work on those, but it's a credit card type. Yeah, if you get a Visa one, yeah.
Hmm.
And also,
Hmm.
people are like, oh well, he went to Starbucks. Can't they find him that way? Not unless he paid with cash. If you pay with cash, you're not going
Yeah.
to know.
Wow.
So anywhere that he went into, if he pay, as long as he paid with cash, you're not going to be able to really track him, unless he had, like, somehow had like a debit card that
Huh.
was just a random bank account that he just put some money in to do this thing.
So they've been able to track him, like backtrack
Somewhat,
him.
they're backtracking him, yeah, somewhat, because they were like, okay, well, so we see him in front of the hotel. Where was he before this? That's where they saw him walking to the hotel when he's on his phone, and they weren't
That's
sure who he was talking to, obviously.
that's pretty nuts. And I hope people take notice of that. Like facial recognition technology, guys.
And
Just
and that's what
don't
the
just
police were
don't just
trying to say.
yeah, don't just glance over that. That's a huge invasion of privacy too. Think about that. Facial recognition technology that they're using to track this guy down is nuts.
Skynet.
That's huge. Like, yeah, okay, it's being used to catch a killer. That's insane. Think about that. They're backtracking this guy from his face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's how they
good
found
now.
him over at the hostel that was in New York.
Yeah, great right now, but
I know, it's like,
easily
oh, that's awesome.
terrifying.
They're able to catch this killer. Yeah, but then,
But
you're walking down the street, you're getting onto the subway, you're going into a store. Next thing you know, they're using it to, I don't like it either. I
yeah,
don't like all that stuff.
don't just gloss over that. That's an insane fact that's just being implemented now. Like that's crazy. That's yeah,
Yeah,
that's being used now. That's don't let that just fly by without at least an honorable mention.
right.
Police
So
are
I'm
using
wondering.
that
I'm one.
shit.
Yeah. So I'm wondering also. Um, I don't think he. I don't think he. I don't think he took a plane anywhere. I think he's just driving somewhere. I think he has help. I think he has help to get out of New York.
So then this whole thing was premeditated.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, it's, you can tell. Like I said, he was there since the 28th. He was in New York since the 28th. So it was way premeditated. He was already.
Mm.
Sorry, the dog was.
No, so then
But
so then
so
what
he was. It was all premeditated. He was there since November 28th till the 4th when he pulled this off.
well, that was a
So
shit
he.
that was a shit execution, dude. I mean, pardon the pun. Pardon the pun. But it really was in both senses of the word. That was a very poor execution.
Again, that's why I'm like, he's not a pro. This is like, he's not a pro. If it was a pro, it would be different. It'd be different.
Like it's like a dude that shot another dude that just so happened to die. That's how sloppy it sounds, and that's exactly how sloppy it looked.
Right. Yeah. That's
You
what I'm
know,
going with,
it's like Jim shot John. John just so happened to be the CEO of a multi-trillion-dollar big pharma company.
Yep.
That's what happened.
That's it. Now, again, I don't want to, we don't know. I'm just
No.
throwing darts, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you know what? I think in the let's see. One, I'm going to be very interested because I think there's going to be some flags to pay attention to, some key factors that will develop into I think persuading me to go to be part of this camp or that camp. If
Well,
they if
yeah. I mean, we got to see what happens because, like I said, I'm not, I'm not gonna say that Thompson was it was getting his hands dirty in some way in something,
yeah,
whether it was personal life or outside of his marriage, or in the corporate world where he was doing some shady stuff behind closed doors and stuff like that. It's possible. That's a big if. Like I wouldn't put it past anybody because a lot of those people do that.
if the investigation into Thompson's murder goes into the company and they try to see why, and the company tries to shut that down, then I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards,
There's
well, if they
there's
lawyer up and they try to do like litigation and shit, then I'm leaning towards
yeah.
crookedness at the top. Um,
Yeah.
but like you
There's
said,
no there's
okay,
there's something they're hiding something then.
nefarious going on. Yeah, like
Yes.
you said, there is going to be a changing of money at the top because that comes with the changing of hands, the changing of positions, the distribution of wealth within the top ranks of the company. It's going to be interesting to see who benefits from the stock options from this company because of this. Because I just don't know because it was a shareholder meeting.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see what flushes.
Was it a shareholders meeting or was that I remember I always remember seeing that it was a um investors meeting. Would that be
Investors
the
meeting.
same?
I
Investors
think that
meeting.
would be the same investor
I'm not
shareholders.
100% sure. Maybe.
Oh,
Uh,
it'd be
could be.
interesting to see what it would be interesting to see what shakes out of that tree.
Right. Right.
And see either what benefits where the money goes, and if it's lopsided, if it's unfair, if it's just, if they freeze stuff. I don't know how it
Or if
goes.
somehow it all of a sudden becomes like some type of some guy monopolized the whole
Yeah,
thing and he's like, fuck it,
yeah,
this is
it's
all
like,
mine now. Like,
yeah,
oh well
he's like
then you're
on like the
yes.
richest. He's like on
Right.
the Forbes like top 1 richest man in the world.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's like he's in the Forbes like top 500, but he's like 499 and then shoots up to like third.
yeah.
It's
Huh.
like yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Then I would say yes, this is a hired hitman out for
And it could be my dude is just a wackadoo. Dude is just
no, I mean
unhinged
it could be.
wackadoo.
But that's what I'm
And
saying. Like, who's gonna leave that little clue? I mean, that's like some Riddler shit.
yeah,
You
and
know?
it could be like in deep, the healthcare juggernaut, deep state version of the deep state,
It could be.
grassy knoll kind of shit. And
Right, yeah.
my
He's
dude.
there now. This guy's infamous. He could be infamous now. He could be the next Oswald.
Yeah,
Oswald.
like he's their Oswald.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it could, but there's going to be some things coming out in the next, I would say, next couple weeks for sure, as they find out more. If he stays alive, then he's going to. I'm for sure going to say he's crazy. If he can stay alive and they manage to capture him alive, and he gives himself up, and he makes it to his court date, he's just insane.
Yeah. No,
for sure.
I can't. Yeah.
I
Um,
will jump on that real quick. But
I'm
if
gonna I'm
he's
gonna go. I am gonna stick with. He's either he was mad at the insurance companies for something, and he had to take it. He had to go to the head. He didn't go to the Kaiser Permanente and
yeah,
do something there. He went to the top guy and was like, I'm actually going to do something. But it was
but
definitely premeditated. It
but
was
but
100%.
my thing is like the killing though. The trigger pulling is not done by someone that is angry. You know what I mean? That's the that's the part that is kind of confusing. It's like, oh, unless he only wrote on how many bullets?
It was three of them.
Yeah, so
There were
unless he only
three
wrote on
shells.
three, unless he
Yeah.
only wrote on three, and he didn't write on four, and he could only write, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he wrote on those three, and those words are to a book about like insurance. Like it was like the fuck was it? It was like
But maybe he could only shoot those three. You know what I mean? Maybe he couldn't empty the clip of the dude. You know what I mean?
nah, I don't know. I mean, I don't say I'm not gonna sit there and say that he couldn't do it because
No, no,
obviously
I'm just saying like, what are the what are the odds that that whole clip was loaded with that caliber of ammunition? Or do you think those three rounds were loaded because those are the only three that had something written on them? And
well,
like that was the message he was sending.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that it was fully loaded. Um, Only because like if he did miss and he got away, you have three shots and then you miss your three shots and then what? So I'm gonna say that the I'm gonna say it was fully loaded, but definitely those three shots. Obviously, those were like the top three because he wants the cops to find it. That wasn't something that he put like, oh, they're never gonna see it. Haha, I did it. That was something there definitely for the cops to find.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just like, okay, I got three shots. They're written on the casing. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna proceed to dump the rest of my rounds into this dude's body
Right.
to kill him. Like,
I
you
mean, you
know,
would again if it was a hitman, yeah, I would see him emptying out the whole thing.
but if a hitman, like you said, wouldn't write on the goddamn shells.
Right. But a hitman wouldn't do that. Like what? That's the hitman's not trying to be, you know, the
You know,
mastermind, some
a
super
hitman
villain.
is not going to leave the dagger with the note on the door. And that's what the shell is with the writing on it. It's
Right.
absolutely stupid. It's like a calling card.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is. That's some like super villain type shit that you do.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, but you can't be a supervillain and dip out on an e-bike.
That right,
So
exactly. Like you can't. That's not
no, that's not supervillain.
what's Butters super villain name? Uh oh, God damn it, what was
Doctor
his name?
Chaos,
Yeah, yeah.
Captain Chaos, or something like that.
Captain Chaos. Yeah, that's what he would do. That's Captain
Uh,
Chaos.
oh man, but
Mm.
yeah, man, I don't know. I think the next coming weeks should unveil a couple things.
I'm thinking in the
It.
next couple days, man.
Yeah, I know. True.
The next couple days, because they're really like there's what was it? The cops were running through Central Park, man, tearing that up, looking for evidence,
I
man.
I
Anything.
think I really do think um it's going to be outstanding in all of this. I want everyone to see how much they can invade your privacy and track you. Like like as
What's
humans.
going to be
Just
scary?
watch this. It's
Yeah, no,
nuts.
no, no, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. What's scary is, yeah, how much they're gonna if they're able to catch him with just using like facial recognition and say, oh yeah, we know where he is. He went through here. We saw him. Blah blah blah, whatever. Because obviously, whatever they show you and they can do to him, they definitely can do to you.
Yep.
And supposedly, I've heard that um, they have drones flying over, you know, by highways and stuff like that, to supposedly to catch speeders and stuff like that, or like drug runners
Hmm.
going up and down like 95 and shit. But I've heard them say that they're able to. Those cameras are so sophisticated that they can clearly take a picture of a license plate, and you can see what it is, clear as day.
I believe that. I believe that. I believe
Yeah,
that. I mean, dude, they have military drones that can hear when you fart from like the atmosphere before they drop like a Hellfire missile in the basement while they're playing a game of Risk. You know what I mean? Like,
crazy, dude.
like yeah, they can do whatever they want. But it's just gonna be interesting. Like every bit of technology that they drop, every bit of like, hey, look, this is what we can do. It's really cool. This is how we caught the killer. Is like, yo, yeah,
They're-
that's great, but um
I don't want you doing that to me just
that
because.
is very terrifying. Like
Oh no, they'll
let's
definitely justify it as, but we're keeping you safe. We're
yeah,
gonna keep you safe. You know,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
just gonna flip the switch. All the robots are gonna come out. They're gonna
yeah.
help us out. They're there for you. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yep.
We've seen this movie before. It's slowly becoming iRobot
Yep.
Terminator.
This is absolutely terrifying.
It is.
Absolutely terrifying. But yeah, man. No, I think it's going to be interesting to see what transpires to see which way I'm going to start leaning cuz I think I'm there with you. I could easily go I think I need a couple more pieces of evidence to drop. I need a couple more things to happen. I need to know more about my dude that got killed and I need to know if they find my dude alive or dead. And then I will pick a side of the fence.
Oh
I will
no,
be like,
I mean,
okay,
there's it's still early in the investigation. It was 2 days ago.
yeah,
At the time of this recording, it's 2 days ago. It was two
yeah,
days ago. So there's a lot of information that still hasn't been released yet. There's still a lot of evidence that needs to be collected. There's shit ton of questions. I probably didn't even ask the right questions,
yeah.
but
It's super
whatever.
interesting though. Super freaking
No,
interesting.
it's crazy. I mean, it's
Just,
crazy because like how I mean, how often does this happen? Did you go
just
and somebody murders the a head CEO of something? That's like Jason Bourne type movie shit. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Just the I mean, sheer straight up confidence of what it looked like. It just walked up, boop, boop, walked away. I was
Straight
like,
off.
whoa,
Yeah.
that was
He didn't even hesitate. He didn't think about it. He just did it.
yeah. This is I mean, it looked
It's
like something scripted, like right out of the freaking movies. Like
look, it
straight
really
up,
looked like a movie, like a scene out of a movie.
yeah, didn't miss a beat, man. Like it
No,
was like a perfect
you see
one take.
Brian, you see Thompson walk by, you see the guy literally like turn around, come from behind the SUV, pulls the gun out, aims it at him, shoots, pop, pop. He goes down, he jams, he does whatever real quick, and he takes off.
Yep.
And he's not, but see, and I don't remember him running either. I saw him just kind of like walking fast, maybe just go down the street. 6:30 in the morning. Everybody's still half asleep. This guy's probably been up for like a couple hours, if not all night, like just
Yeah,
waiting to do this shit.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh man.
That guy's adrenaline is pumping like
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that, man. Mm.
crazy. Anyway, there's a lot of questions. Hey guys, leave your questions, comments, what you think is or was maybe. Is he
Yeah,
alive? Is the
yeah.
shooter still out there? Is
Yeah.
this like a random act of violence?
Have you heard about this story, or is this just primarily U.S.?
Right.
know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Have you guys across the pond? Have you guys heard about this? Do you
Yeah.
guys catch this? I don't know. Yeah. Let us know, man. I mean, just
Yeah.
and any theories that you guys might have,
Yeah.
tell us.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Super interesting story.
Just let us know. Say, hey, you guys are barking up the wrong tree. You don't know shit. This is what actually happened.
Yeah. Yep. Very
I'm
valid
okay
point
with it.
too. Yeah,
I would-
I'm okay with that too.
I would like to know
Yes.
because I really want to
Yes.
know what happened. I mean, this could turn into like the next JFK.
Yeah, this could end up on Netflix someday.
Maybe he didn't even shoot. Maybe somebody across the street shot him, and
Who knows?
who knows?
No one knows.
No, there's too much. There's too much craziness, man.
Yep.
Too much craziness. You know, Midtown
Yeah.
Manhattan, man, New York
Yeah.
City. I tell you what, though, this totally off topic, but this Luisa's liquor, coffee, caramel pecan is actually pretty good if you like coffee. Smells like coffee.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. It has a nice little flavor to it. It's not bad.
Cool. Not sponsored yet.
No, I'm not sponsored. I wish, man. Oh man,
That'd be
if
dangerous.
it was, I'd be in trouble.
Hit
But
us up,
anyway.
Luisa's.
Anyway, hey, thanks guys for
Yeah.
joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it. And let us, like I said, let us know what you guys think. You know, is this the beginning of supervillain team up?
Could it be? Have we seen our first glimpse of a supervillain e-bike organization? Is he the Ra's al Ghul of e-bikes?
Right? Yeah. E-bikes. Yeah. Anyway, all right.
right.
Thanks, Daniel, for your input. I appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
It's always good. Always good, man.
thank you guys for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, thank you anyway.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think. Anyway,
Yep.
don't forget to subscribe, share, like it, do all that crazy stuff. Until next time, peace. We're out.
In a world of shadows and hidden truths, we search for answers, we chase the clues. A podcast of enigma.